Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be going through a tutorial on how to solve the cross using the advanced beginner method. The cube I'm using here is the new Dayan Tengyun Wuque M. It's a great cube. I've made a review on it and the link is in the description. So before we move on, support by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss any of these videos. So, cross-solving is the backbone in solving the Rubik's Cube. You can easily mess up your solve if you don't solve the cross properly. But solving the cross on the bottom layer is another headache, especially when you are a beginner. In the beginner's method, what I taught you was to solve the cross on the top layer, but this time you'll be learning how to solve the cross on the bottom layer. With that being said, let's get into the tutorial. So the first step in solving the cross, or as I call it the advanced cross for beginners method, is holding the yellow center on top. This way you don't have to flip the cube like in the beginners method where you have to flip the cube upside down once you solve the white cross. Instead, you are going to hold the white on the bottom and the yellow on top. Next, we will solve the white cross with the yellow center on top. What I mean is, you'll be solving the cross as usual, matching them to the relative centers but with the yellow center on top. For example, we have this scramble right here. As I told you, we will be doing the exact same as in beginner's method, just that with the yellow center. So the solve goes like this. Match the orange, blue, then the green, match them, bring it up, and then for the final edge, the red one, like this. So as you can see, we have solved the cross with the yellow center on top. First, we will hold the cube as such and do the M2 move. And then cube rotate like this and do another M2 move. We'll repeat one more time. So you'll repeating this move one more time. So do the M2 move and then rotate your cube like this. Do another M2 move and there you go, you have solved your cross on the bottom layer. So this way you don't have to really flip your cube every time you do your cross. Another case where you will have all the cross on top but two pieces might be in their opposite like this, where they will be swapped each other like this. In this case, what you don't want to do is correcting the white edges like this. So if you get this case, what you want to do is you want to hold these soft pieces vertically like this and then the swap edges horizontally like this. And then you are going to do the M2 like the previous method, M2 and then cube rotation. But before doing the final M2 move, you have to do a top rotation twice or a U2 move. As you can see, the edges are all meshed up and then do the final M2 move. And there you go, you have solved your cross. Next, another case you might come across is pieces swapped adjacent like this. In this case, you don't want to do the M2 first like the previous example, because if you do this, then it's hard to solve the cross since it's in the bottom layer. So instead, you can start by holding the two solved edges, one facing to the left and one facing you. which means the unsolved edge will be in the way that the one facing to the right and one facing to the back. Next, do this move. Right side down, turn the top clockwise, right side up, turn the clock anti-clockwise and right side down. So this move will swap the adjacent pieces like this and then match to their respective centers. So once this is done, solve the cross normally. So here's another similar example, just that we are going to do it on the left this time. So we're gonna start by holding the two swap edges, one facing to the left and one facing to the back, with the solved edges facing to the right and facing you this time. So we will do this move, left side down, turn the top anti-clockwise, left side up, turn the top clockwise, left side down. So this way you'll swap the edges and you're gonna solve the cross normally. So there is another rare case where two pieces are solved at the bottom and two pieces are solved at the top, where they are always opposite to each other. What you want to do in this case is you are going to hold the top layer in a horizontal way like this and the bottom vertically like this. And then we will do this move. So push the bottom layer with your left hand and then move the middle layer or the M2 move. Push the top with your right hand and do another M2 move, and then push the bottom layer with your right hand. So we will go this one more time. So push the bottom layer with your left hand, middle move, push the top with your right hand, M2 move, and then finally the bottom layer with your right hand again. So bottom left, M2 move, top right, M2 move, and bottom right. And for the last tip is ignore the centers. For this you can simply solve the cross on top by ignoring the color scheme, then solving them relative to their corresponding edges. So how I remember the color scheme is blue, red, green, orange. So we're gonna repeat it one more time. Blue, red, green, orange. For example, we have this cross right here. They are solved but not relative to their centers, because we have blue, red, green, orange. And then you're going to do the M2 move, and finally rotating the bottom layer once or twice to solve them to their corresponding centers. We will be repeating one more time. So as you can see here, they are not matched to their centers. So to save time, we can do this M2 move, M2 move, and then solving to the corresponding centers, just like that. That's all guys. Like in every video, I always say that all these tips won't come in handy if you don't practice. Minimum do at least 50 to 100 solves per day to improve, and for the practice magic to take place. Trust me, even with beginner's method, you can be sub 30. So that's all from me. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.